Hello, Superman 19837 here. I am responding to your video, the Atheist Challenge. I want to thank you, well, simply just for saying that you want an opinion on my opinion on why I'm an atheist. It sounds completely unbiased, and I appreciate that. There's not a lot of people out here on YouTube that do that. So, as an agnostic, I'll tell you why I'm an atheist, and we can go from there. If you would like to know anything else, or if you would like to have intellectual debates or talks or references to anything, we can do that in the future. Now, to get started, I'm an atheist. I am an atheist for the simple fact that I decided to look up my religion. I read the Bible before I was, I'd say, a pretty devout Christian. I did my fair share of sins, but I believe in God fairly solid. Till I read the Bible. Now, the reason I don't believe in the Christian God, or any other God for that matter, is I've studied most of them. And because I've studied 3, I tend to believe the rest probably aren't true as well. These are the 3 biggest ones, namely Jesus, Buddha, and, well, Jesus is dead, I guess. But, anyway, enough of the Messiah. Anyway, I'll tell you what turned me off about the Bible. I looked up religious studies. There's a lot of studies about Jesus and Matthew, Luke, pretty much everybody that wrote the Bible. Everybody's got their little chapter in there. A lot of it has a lot of fallacies in it. Things that can't be proven, things that are known not to be proven, and things that just contradict each other. That is a long conversation. I would implore you to read the Bible and then look up religious studies and religious fallacies, and just kind of go about it from there. Now, in the Bible, it has a talking snake. It has a guy named Adam made out of dust. A girl named Eve made out of a rib, if you will. They are not allowed to eat a fruit because that's just wrong. And this God made the world in 7 days. Yep. By the way, if you haven't noticed, our universe and our world and everything that's been created thus far is between 6,000 to 10,000 years old. That's what the Bible states. And that's the biggest part. Genesis is probably the best fairy tale I've ever read. Bar none. The best fairy tale I ever read. Simply because it convinced so many people. 40 authors over 1,500 years wrote the Bible. 40 authors over 1,500 years. Now, I'm not quite sure if you ever did this in school, but I did this in school when I was younger. What we do is I'd whisper, thus, just for the sake of getting their point across. Me and you and 15 other people are sitting in the room. I whisper a sentence into your ear. You whisper that sentence in someone else's ear. They into another, so on and so on until it gets to the end of the room. Now, by the time the sentence gets to the end of the room, it's usually twisted or distorted. It doesn't really mean or make any sense than it did when I made it up or when I whispered it to you. Now, that's just passing on. Now, that's 15 people within 45 seconds or less, depending on the sentence, I guess. Imagine 40 people over 1,500 years. And mind you, none of these people were alive when Jesus died. None of them. It's kind of like It's kind of like keeping history, but without fact. Uh, anyway, that's how the Bible was written. Now, I didn't know all this, so I was like, well, that I can't really believe in anything like that. So, well, what else can we do here? I said, well, miracles. And you look into miracles, and that doesn't take too long. Things that have been proven to be miracles, well, there are none. There are no proven miracles. There's this one girl on YouTube stating a miracle where she said her mother was on her deathbed. All the doctors said she was never going to survive, and it was going to be the next day. I think they predicted her she was going to die in real bad shape, and she lived. She lived. And she said, oh, it's a miracle. She lived, it's a miracle. God answered my prayers. Now, I don't want to criticize miracles or way people believe things happened, but if someone's on the brink of death and lives, it's a miracle. But if someone's perfectly healthy and drops dead, what's that? Well, it's nothing. There's nothing miraculous about that, is it? No, they just died. Now, after her mother died, or lived, I guess, I can more than likely tell you that if doctors looked into it hard enough, they can medically explain why she got better. And prove it why she got better. So that took out miracles. So what happened was I went through that, all the other religions, Buddha, nothing really made sense to me. Nothing really had any truth behind it. Nothing that I wanted to devote my faith to. Alright? Now, my faith means something to me. My faith means that I believe in something strong enough to get into an argument about it. That's what I want to believe in. That's my ideal faith. But I can't prove anything. All I can go off of is faith. Blind faith, not fact-driven faith. Blind faith. Now, it's a great world. It's a great universe. There's great people in it. There's great things happening every day. There's bad things happening every day too. But why do we need a God? We, as a race, have done a lot of amazing things. We can survive without a God very well. And I'm sure we'll do a lot better without a God. Religion has started 90% of the wars that ever happened in history. So, anyway, what I'm going to tell you to do, just before I wrap this up here, is I want you to read the Bible. I want you to, read through Genesis. It's a good start, make you laugh a little bit, and can't seem to make you think too much. Read everything else. Look into it, remember. Religious studies, there's always good religious studies out there. And if you want to know about the Big Bang or anything like that, again, Lawrence Krauss, AAI, Universe from Nothing, it's on YouTube. It's great. If you want to know about, how humans were born, instead of Genesis, how about abiogenesis theory? It's great. Look into that. Anyway, buddy, I hope you find the answers you're looking for. If you would like another video, or if you'd like to have another talk on it, please, by all means, a video response to this, and I'll be right back in there with you. Thanks for your time, bud, and good luck on your quest. Have a good one. Bye.